Hey everyone, this next class is going to be all about recovery, and we're going to go through the entire body. It's a shorter class, but we are going to go through the entire body, just really focusing on allowing yourself to come into some gentle mobility and just giving yourself a chance to relax into the different poses. We're going to start in our strong standing posture of mountain pose. So just coming to the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart, pointed straight forward. Make sure you feel into the big toe mound, little toe mound, inner and outer side of the heel. Hips neutral, core slightly engaged, collarbones wide, shoulders relaxed, neck long, the ears coming right over the shoulders. Relax the arms to the sides of the body with the palms facing straight forward. And the first thing we'll do over the first few breaths is to go through a body scan. So you'll bring your awareness into the body, move that awareness from either head to toe or toe to head, and just simply notice how the body feels at this point. See if you can do that without having an expectation of how you will feel or judging how you do feel. Just simply allow yourself to notice and give yourself a foundation to develop your body awareness. And then, over the next few breaths, just start to bring your attention and your awareness to your breath by building your breath. Make sure that the air is flowing in and out of the nose, that you're breathing through the entire body. Thinking of a three-dimensional breath. So on every inhale, feeling the front, the sides, and the back of the body expand. Every exhale, just allow the exhales to be a little bit longer than the inhales. It's going to give you a chance to relax with a little bit more ease. And just taking about one, maybe two more breaths here in our mountain pose. Focusing purely on the breath and seeing if you can allow your attention to start to settle onto your breath. From our mountain pose, we're going to start just by rolling down slowly to a forward fold, starting at our head. So on your exhale, coming down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just have the knees bent enough, the upper body is super close, maybe even onto the thighs. Allow your head to hang, your neck to relax, and really return back to that three-dimensional breath. And every inhale, feel that expansion through the body. And every exhale, really allow yourself to feel that quality of letting go. Maybe feeling the spine lengthen a little bit more with each one of those exhales. Staying here for about 2 more breaths. Gently allow that length to come through the back, maybe starting to feel some length come through the hamstrings, and also really allow the neck to relax. Then bend the knees enough the hands reach the ground. Inhale, bring your left foot back towards the back of the mat. Right away, bring the right to meet it. And then we're going to drop our knees down. So we're just going to come into a low push-up position. So a knees down push-up position. Set strong in the core and the spine. Keep the elbows tucked in towards the ribs. And on the exhale, just lower down to the ground slow. Top of the feet down. Press into the ground so your quads engage, knees lift. Elbows stay tucked in towards the ribs. Draw, or feel as if you're drawing the mat back towards your hips with the hands. And then inhale, bring your chest and chin up and forward to a cobra. Exhale, lower. So gently opening through the front of the body, bringing some mobility into the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, rising up to your cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rising up to your cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck your toes back behind you. And on your exhale, press back to your child's pose. So you're going to come onto your knees, big toes together, knees out wide, top of the feet down. Bring your seat right back towards your heels, fold forward at your hips, bring your head down onto the mat. And then start to walk your fingertips forward. So we're going to really lengthen through the back. Extend the arms fully. Feel that stretch coming through the lats. Gently press down into the fingertips. Gently feel as if you're drawing the mat back towards the armpits. And then here, we're returning back to that three-dimensional breath. Every inhale, feel that expansion. You might even feel a little bit more length coming through the lats as that happens. On the exhales, letting go. See if you can allow yourself to let go of tension that you may feel in the lats. You might be even able to walk those fingertips forward just a little bit more. Staying here for about 3 more breaths. Once again, having that focus on breath. And as you continue to have that awareness on your breath and build your breath, work with your breath to create some release through the body. Staying for 1 more of those 3-dimensional breaths. Next, inhale. Glide forward to your tabletop. So you're coming on to hands and knees. Walk your knees back a few inches, tuck your toes under. Make sure fingers are spread wide and pointed straight forward. Externally rotate the shoulders so the elbow creases are pointed away from you. Exhale. Press the ground away. Press your hips up and back in a diagonal direction. So you come into your inverted V positioning of down dog. Make sure your priority here is to lengthen your spine, not straightening the legs. Then on the inhale, come on up to tiptoes. Bend your knees a little more. Exhale. Walk your feet forward to a forward fold at the front of your mat. And then place your hands on your shins. Inhale, bring your upper body halfway up. Find length in your spine, connect to the core. Exhale, fold forward. Then on your next inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms up. Bring your big toes together here, legs together. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen up, lengthen up. Exhale, reach over to the right, press the hips to the left, stretch through the left side of the body. Continue to reach up so you continue to come through the back as you do this. And really allow some release to come through the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to center, switch your grip, switch your wrists, lengthen up. Exhale, come over to the left, press the hips to the right. Really notice differences between the sides. Once again, work with your breath, work with your exhales to create some release. Inhale, come back to center, release your grip. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. Bend your knees enough, your hands reach the ground. Inhale, left foot back towards the back of the mat. Now, you're going to drop your back knee down. Make sure your front knee is directly over your ankle. Left hand stays down, square your hips. Now on your inhale, bring your right arm up and out to the side. So twist through your mid-spine, open up through your chest and shoulder. Make sure your arm is right in line with your shoulder so you're keeping that stability there. You might even bring the back of your hand onto your spine and then really roll the shoulder back to make sure that you are coming through the thoracic spine, the mid-spine. And then lengthening the arm back up, holding here for about 2 more breaths. Once again, work with your breath. Allow some release to come through the body, maybe finding a bit more mobility. Exhale, bring that hand down, hands on either side of the front foot. Square your hips. And then inhale, rise up with the upper body, arms up. And then here at the long spine, exhale, come to cactus, 90 degrees at the shoulders, 90 degrees at the elbows. Open up through the chest and shoulders. Breathe. Next, inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Front knee stays where it is. Back your back knee up enough that you feel a stretch in your hip flexors. Now, if you wish, and I could have said this, or I should have said this at the start when we brought the knee down, you can fold the mat up to pad the back knee a little bit more. Okay, or you can bring a cushion under that knee as well. Find that stretch in the hip flexors. Place the top of the foot down on the ground. Square the hips, just come on up to fingertips. Make sure you find that stability in your pelvis. And then, on your inhale, slowly come up onto your front thigh. Gently press down, gently press forward. Upper body long and strong as if you're in mountain. Collarbones wide, shoulders relaxed. And breathe. Staying here for about 3 more breaths. Each one of your exhales, see if you can allow some tension to leave the hip flexors. really working with the breath. Then, right hand will stay on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen your left arm up. Really reach up, really reach up. Exhale, reach over to the right. Okay, right knee stays pointed straight forward. Really feel this continue to come through the hip flexors. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Your hips will stay high. On your next inhale, lengthen your front leg. So the right leg comes towards straight. Your heel is down, your toes are curled. Your knee is bent enough that your hands can reach the ground comfortably, and you can start to reach forward. So don't worry about how straight that leg is. We just want to start to find that sensation coming through the hamstrings. Press down into the heel. Feel as if you're drawing the mat back towards your hip, and breathe. Every inhale, continue to really expand through all three dimensions of the body. On every exhale, letting go. See if you might be able to find some softening through the hamstrings. Stay with your breath for about 2 more breaths here. Next, exhale. Come forward into your low lunge. Inhale, bring your back knee up. Front foot's going to stay where it is. Exhale, back foot meets front into your forward fold. Staying here for about 2 breaths. Really notice how this fold might already feel different than when we first came into it. Then, knees bent enough, hands are on the ground. Inhale, right foot back towards the back of the mat. Drop your back knee down. Right hand stays on the ground. Make sure left knee is directly over ankle. Next, inhale, left shoulder and arm is one unit. Inhale, bring your left arm up and out to the side. Twist through the mid-spine, open up through the chest and shoulder. Once again, maybe bring the back of the hand onto the spine. Really roll the shoulder back. Okay, and staying here for a few breaths. Extend the arm back up. Make sure the shoulder is stable. You're not flopping the arm back. See if you might be able to create some release working with those exhales. Next exhale, bring the hand down. Come on up to fingertips. Make sure those hips are squared. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Okay, so upper body long and strong. On your exhale, come to cactus again. Feel that opening through the chest and shoulders. Staying here for about 2 or 3 more breaths. Keep those hips squared, keep the spine long, and breathe. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Front knee stays where it is. Back the back knee up enough, you start to feel that stretch in your hip flexors. Top of the foot down. Come on up to fingertips, square your hips so you have the stability through your pelvis. Then slowly on your inhale, come on up to your front thigh. Gently press down, gently press forward with the palms on the thigh. Okay? Allow the upper body to be long and strong as if you're in mountain. Notice the difference between the hip flexors on this side and the last. See if you can do that without thinking of one side is good or bad, weak or strong. Just allow yourself to notice. Then, keep the left hand on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen your right arm up. Really reach up, reach up, reach up. And then exhale, reach over to the left. Just allow that length to continue to come through the hip flexors. And breathe. Inhale, expanding and developing your awareness. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Hips stay high. Next inhale, start to lengthen the left leg. Heel down, toes curled. Remember, still having the knee bent enough that the hands can come solidly on the ground, folding forward at the hips, and you can reach forward. Press the heel down into the ground. Feel as if you're drawing the mat back towards the hip. Find some sensation coming through the hamstrings. Notice the difference between the sides and breathe. Staying here for about 2 more breaths. Next, exhale. Just come forward into your low lunge. Inhale, bring your back knee up. Back foot will stay where it is. Exhale, front foot meets back. Press up and back into your down dog. Then, on your next exhale, just drop the knees down onto the ground. And you're just going to come onto your side. Okay? So you're going to come onto your left side. Just support your head with your hand. Now, we're going to come into a stretch for the quads. Okay? There's going to be 2 variations of this. The first is you'll bring the right leg out in front of you towards a 90-degree angle at your hip. Bring your left heel towards your seat. Come around with your right hand. Hold on to that left foot. Find that stretch coming through the front of the thigh, through the quads. Now, if your range is a little limited, you might stack the legs. Bring the right heel towards the seat. Come around with the right hand. Hold on to that foot. Okay? Whatever variation you've chosen, you're going to do that same one when we switch to the other side. But staying here for a few breaths. Really breathing into the quads, meaning on the inhale, you direct your awareness there. On your exhale, really allowing yourself to let go of tension through the quads. Breathe. Next exhale, just gently release the leg. And then you'll switch sides. So we'll come on to our right side. Okay, supporting yourself with the hand or supporting the head with the hand. Bring the left leg out in front of you towards a 90-degree angle. Bend your right knee, bringing the heel towards your seat. Come around with the left hand, hold on to that foot. Now remember, if you did the other variation, when we're lying on our left side, do that same variation that you did on that side, on this side. Coming into the quads. Notice the difference between the pose on this side and the last. And then really work with your breath. Every inhale, expanding, increasing your awareness. Every exhale, just allowing yourself to let go a little bit more. Next, exhale, just release the leg. And then you'll find your way onto your back however you wish. Okay, once you come onto your back, you're just going to have the feet hip distance apart, pointed straight forward. And then bring your left ankle onto your right thigh. Allow your hip to externally rotate so the knee's coming away from the body. Then on your next inhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Now, if this is enough stretch for you here, you can keep the foot down. Or you can bring that knee in, holding on to the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Gently curl the toes of both feet. Press the pelvis down against the ground. And breathe. Just staying here for about 4 more breaths. Really see if you can allow that left hip to relax. Letting go. Next, exhale, release the leg. Inhale, unwind the legs, bring the knees into the chest for a breath. Exhale, release the legs, soles of the feet come down to the ground again. Inhale. Right ankle, left thigh. Hip externally rotates, foot might stay down, or you might inhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest, holding on to the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Curl the toes, press the pelvis down. Notice the difference between the sides and return to your breath. Next exhale, just release the legs. And you'll extend your legs coming into our final resting pose of shavasana. Extend the legs long on the ground, about mat distance apart, arms to the sides of the body with the palms facing straight up. What I invite you to do here is to go through a super slow body scan. As you come to areas that might be tight or gripping, keep your awareness there for a breath or two. In the same way that we've worked with the breath throughout our practice, really do the same as you have awareness to those areas and allow yourself to let go. Once you've gone through that body scan, allowing the body to feel as if it's becoming heavier and heavier on the ground, so allow yourself to completely relax and let go. You can stay in shavasana for as long as you wish. When you choose to come out of shavasana, just coming out of it slowly, starting smaller movements with fingers and toes, eventually working your way up to larger movements, coming onto one side or the other, pressing yourself up into a seated position.